favorites. The entire process was a lot of fun. I hope it was a lot of fun for him as well. This gentleman was... The question is, who feels, or share with me the one mistake you're absolutely grateful for, okay? Yeah, I like this. I like these questions. Yeah. Okay. Or you have a choice. You have a choice. You can tell me what's one dream you are chasing. What's one dream that you're chasing? Okay. SubhanAllah. I don't know. I have so many dreams. What's one dream you're chasing? Hello, hello. Hey, guys. So I want to share something today with you guys, okay? Something that a lot of people may not know, but I'm going to share it with you guys today. This is for the investors, okay? So this is something that you guys have to really kind of like understand, okay? A lot of times, a lot of people who are starting to invest in the Dubai market, this is a very clear distinction that they have to have. Can you guys hear me? Yeah? This is a very clear distinction. Do I have my headset? This is a very clear distinction, okay, that a lot of people have to have in the Dubai real estate market so that you will be able to invest correctly. And as a agent, you'll be able to help people. I wanted to hear myself. Okay. You'll be able to help people invest in the right way, okay? It's very funny because I just realized this a few days ago. I was talking to a potential investor and I said to this potential investor, I said, okay, I said a couple of things to this person. And then I said, well, you do know that the developer or the seller, it's not their job to make you profit, right? They're there to make themselves a profit. You got to understand this. You got to recognize this. You got to know this for a fact, okay? You got to know this for a fact, right? So you got to remember this, okay? So you've got to remember this. It's not their job to make you profit. It's your job to make yourself profit. Does that make sense? Right? Does that make sense in a way that gives you the ability to understand that, look, your job is the one to make yourself profit. So if you're going in to a developer and meeting the developer and you're talking to the developer, that's fine. All of that, good. But remember, when the salespeople at the developer's office, so on and so forth, are telling you, do this, do that, invest in this, invest in that. Look, it's not their job to make you a profit. It's your job, whatever you're investing in, to make yourself a profit. Okay, so you've got to remember that when you're investing in the Dubai real estate market, everybody's doing things according to how or what they understand to make sense for themselves, right? So please don't underestimate this, and don't think okay, this looks a little bit better, I think. So don't underestimate this, and don't think that it's you. You're in good hands all the time, because the developer, obviously, like, why wouldn't they be selling me this if I can't make money off this, right? Because you've got to understand and remember that it's not the developer's job to make you money. Their job is to provide you housing. They have identified that there's a need for houses in Dubai, apartments, townhouses, villas, so on and so forth. And then they are obviously, while they're doing this, they're putting a lot of money together, resources together. So what they're trying to do is they're trying to make a decent amount of money, a decent amount of living from that, right? Which is fair. But it's not their job to make you money. Justin Rogers, it's me. Hello. I don't recognize your name. So I don't recognize you, Justin. So I don't know who you are on YouTube. But I appreciate the comment. It's me. Hello. Hello. Who is Justin Rogers? Fatima Shahzad, assalamu alaikum. Welcome, guys. If you guys have questions on YouTube or you got questions on Fatima Mubashir, co-founder ODC. Hey man, how are you? If you guys have questions, Duro Jaya Habib. If you guys got questions on Instagram or YouTube, please, I'll be happy to take them across from you. Please give me the questions. Acha, let me answer some questions. Yaar, dekhen kya hoga. This is tricky. Okay, this is tricky. Yeah, that is a question I want to ask everybody. What's one dream you're all still chasing? What's one dream? Yeah, I can also write. What's one dream you are still chasing and believing in? Hey, answer this. Everybody answer this. What's one dream you're chasing and believing in? Okay. Love to know. So somebody over here says, after joining company, we need to get residence visa, and after getting listings without RERA, we can't list, so we have to rely on manager and wait for his reply that we have customer or not our listings until we don't have. Okay, so obviously you can't work in the Dubai real estate market without RERA. So what you should ideally do is join a company that will give you RERA. The problem is you don't have the necessary experience. Okay, so you don't have experience, so a lot of them will not going to be looking to buy, right? Hire you, right? That's the problem. Who's this? Raval, assalamu alaikum. How are you? This is so funny. Shakib Khan, assalamu alaikum. How are you guys? منو هذا؟ كيف حالك يا روال؟ شو أخبارك؟ How are you? You okay? All right, mashallah, tabarakallah. Okay, so why you need not just an agent? Yeah, wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. How are you? So this is very interesting. Excellent point. So somebody says, why you need an advisor, not just an agent? Excellent point. You should never allow the client to set the property's price long before the buying or selling journey begins. It's essential for the real estate profession to carry out an accurate property valuation. Those who can't see me, I'm actually reading comments and questions from the people that have come through during the days. Okay, pass. Yeah, okay. So he's talking about an overpriced listing. There is something about something to be said about an overpriced listing as well. Like, I think this is it's something that a lot of people are actually missing out on the seller side as well. Like, agents are looking to sell the property because obviously they get money if they sell the property, right? Okay, so there's nothing wrong with that. They should be looking to sell the property. That's okay, no problem. So you can sell the property and benefit from the sale. The problem is we've got to also recognize that not all sellers are looking to sell at the quickest price and the quickest time possible. Now you might say, okay, what does that mean? Like, why would anybody want to then even bring it to the market? Yeah, that's true. Like, sometimes sellers are like that, right? Like, for instance, let's say a seller wants to sell his prized possession, which is essentially speaking, let's say he wants to sell his absolute prized possession, which is his classic car. Okay. And he just doesn't want to sell it. He wants to sell it. Let's say a person wants to sell it, but he just doesn't want to sell it to the first person who comes in and says, sure, I'll buy it from you at this price, right? He might not be in that situation of being so needy for the money. He might, let's say this property. So basically, guys, sorry, I'm rambling to myself. This is somebody who sent in a comment and he said, look, real estate evaluation is a very complicated thing. People need to price it properly, listings properly, and then only then do properties sell super fast. And I agree with this person. Like, properties should be priced properly. Properties should be priced properly if you're going to the market. But what you can't also do is you can't keep the seller's current situation out of the loop. Like, and this is the example, right? I'll give you an example. Michael Jordan's mansion, it sold out after 13 years, guys. Right? It sold after 13 years, and I think it sold for half the price. Now, some of you might say there's an argument to be made that, oh, wow, Michael Jordan could have sold his property 13 years earlier, could have done something else with his property, and then life would have gone on, right? What you're not realizing is that he built this house, and this house was a labor of love, right? It was a labor of love. He loved it. He put a lot of love in it. So maybe he was not even, first of all, he didn't need the money, right? Michael Jordan, I think his net worth is he's a billionaire. Like, think about this, right? Michael Jordan, net worth, 3.5 billion. So you're probably thinking, this house sitting there, in the end, I think it was priced for, I think, it was priced like 20 or 30 million. In the end, it sold for like 13 million, and it took 13 years to sell. Like, okay, fine. But think about Michael Jordan. Maybe he just didn't want to sell it. Maybe all these years, while the house was on the market, he was using it. Right? He was just using it. So he got lots of pleasure and love out of the house, till using it for 13 years, right? It took more than a decade, right? Miran Sadiq. So then what? So, okay, so they were asking for 29 million, and then it sold for like 9.5 million. You surprised? He spent 50 million to build the house. Do you know why Michael Jordan put 50 million to build the house? Because the house is very customized. He's a basketball player, so he wants a court. He wants to do a full court. And if the surveyor comes and says, Gabriel, hi, Gabriel. If the surveyor, the guys who build houses say, oh, sorry, the house is not fit to have a basketball court. And he's like, no, just build the court anyways. We'll just pay whatever is required. The guy's worth $3,500 million. So 50 million is like, it's like you spend 5 dirhams. And so if you think, no, he must sell his house, must price it properly, do you think he cares? Do you think he cares? The house didn't sell for 10 years because he's using the house. He has love, affection towards the house. So he probably didn't need the money. So if he put it on 30 million, he could have put it for 50 million and just left it. He could let his people inherit the house from him. Everything, that's the funny thing. Everything's not always a business transaction. Is it? For some people it is. Yeah, it's for some people it is. Like, I was listening to somebody the other day, and he's like, you know what? I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to have a coffee with you. All I want to do is a deal with you. Okay. Straight to the look. At the end of the day, everybody's gonna end up making a deal. Like, but it's almost like saying, like, I don't want to talk to you. I just want to know where the buffet is. I'm here for the food. Okay, sure. That's the buffet. Go ahead and eat. What am I gonna say to you, right? So that's something that people need to realize, that look, pricing the house the correct way is important, but then beyond pricing the house, there is a reality of the seller as well. Like, the seller's probably got a situation where he doesn't want to sell it. He's probably using the house, right? So this person's comment is valid, but I just, said it's not valid. Okay. It's valid. It's valid. Okay, guys. Nobody answered me this. I wanted to ask you guys this. Sorry, sorry I was late, guys. But talk to me. Talk to me. Tell me this. What's one dream you're still chasing in your life? Like, what's that one dream that you're really, really, really chasing, and then you really, 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 you want that dream to really come true? Like something that you really feel that you want it to come true. Okay. Let me talk to the agents. Okay. I'm gonna give some advice to the agents, guys. AI is coming very fast. It's going to replace a lot of things. We already know this, okay? I've been talking about this for a long time, okay? Anu, you're not old enough to remember when people used to travel with an actual ticket. And you don't know. An airline ticket. Are you old enough to know this? How? Yeah. Even now you need a ticket, right? We need a ticket to travel, right? See, you're not old enough. You don't know this. What an actual airline ticket is. Do you know what an airline ticket is? So back in the day, you guys are too young. Bless you. I'm 23. I don't know. These guys are babies here. I'll tell you guys something. Back in the day, in the 80s, the 70s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, when you buy a flying ticket with any airline, you would get something which was a ticket of special material, special paper. If you lose it, you can't fly. So today, do you have a ticket on your phone? No. Again, it's not a boarding pass. Okay, boarding pass you still sometimes get printed, right? Here. Not a boarding pass. Boarding pass comes after you check in. You don't get the boarding pass at the airline tickets office. First of all, you don't know that there used to be airline tickets offices. Do you know this? You don't know this. Now you buy tickets online, right? Who? Your father? Okay. So, but now they do all e-tickets. Back in the day, it used to be physical tickets. If you go and buy a ticket, you pay them $1,000, they'll give you this ticket. Sir, here's your ticket. You can fly to wherever. And part of that ticket had two stubs in it. One was for you to fly there, and at the airport, they would cut it out. Guess what? If you lose the other part, you can't fly back. You'll have to buy a new ticket. Do you understand? So it used to be a physical ticket. But what happened is, as things got better with technology, now you don't need a physical ticket, right? You can lose your ticket because just print it. It's already on your phone, right? So you don't even need a ticket. So real estate agents, okay, it's going to become like the same thing. Unless you're doing something for the buyers that they can't do with the computer on its own. Right? So what happened in 2000, they said, okay, real estate agents, they're no longer going to be, welcome Kinza, Gabriel, user, Raval. Raval, how are you? Philly Owusu, mashallah. So now do you need a travel agent to buy a ticket for any airline? 99% you can do it on your own. Same thing will happen. Hello, Filio. Same thing will happen with agents, guys. So what are you going to do? You have to invest in your training. Do you understand this? You have to invest in yourself. If you don't invest in yourself and you don't become people who can advise off and about properties in a truly differentiated way, then you're not going to be needed. AI is going to replace, and I've been talking about this like for 5-6 years. I didn't know that it would be AI that would come in to replace people. I just knew that it would happen. You don't need a travel agent to buy a ticket today for Emirates, Etihad, Air Canada. You just book on your phone, right? But that was not the case even 25 years ago. The first time I started buying an e-ticket was in 2002 or 3. Before that, it wasn't the case. Saif Ahmed Lari, hi, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. How are you? And so real estate in Dubai as well is going to go like that, right? People are going to be able to make decisions, buy decisions, look at things, and they're going to be able to buy real estate directly. So then where does that leave the 20,000 or 40,000, some people say, real estate agents in Dubai? What do you think would happen? Same thing with marketing. Hello, hi. Do you know what's going on, right? The marketing agents coming into the market. So companies will be given, Robina Ernest, hello, assalamu alaikum, real estate info 25, join, mashallah, tabarakallah, assalamu alaikum, guys. So the same thing's going to happen, right? So you're spending time getting your real estate degree, your business degree, your marketing degree. But you know that there's agents now. Like the whole thing is getting blown up in a positive way, okay? Which means what will happen in companies? I say, okay, I need, this is the result I need. Let's say billions of dollars, millions of dollars, whatever. This is my brand. Let's say Apple, right? Apple says like, my brand is 50 years old. We're releasing a new product. Or we just want good sales of the iPhone 17. iPhone 17 is coming, right? If you have the iPhone 16, then 17 is coming, right? What's going to happen? They're going to spit a complete plan for you. They will give you the full plan. Right? You don't have to do anything. What's going to happen is the only person who's going to do something is the marketing guy with the knowledge to say, okay, this makes sense, this doesn't make sense. So the really simple work, which is not simple as a marketer, it's not simple. The AI agents can today do better. Like today, I'm talking about today. And we're less than 1 year old with AI. And we can say that they can almost write very good copy. But the guys who have differentiated and they've really learned and internalized and they've got experience and expertise, they will still add value. Right? Because you will be able to adapt. Guys, I'm asking everybody one question today, okay? What's one dream you're still chasing? Fahad, assalamu alaikum rahmatullah. Real estate info 25. User means Rubina Ernest. What's one dream that you are still chasing? Tell me about it. I want to know. I want to hear about it, guys. I want to hear about it. Saif Ahmed Lari says, Assalamu alaikum. Dubai real estate seems to be overstretched. Okay, maybe it is. Wa alaikum assalam rahmatullah. I am from the real estate strategic consulting background here in Dubai. Okay, that's very interesting. Thank you for your introduction and good to know that. Bismillah. Do you think a good AI agency CRM company gonna be a good opportunity right now? Yeah, okay. I'm sure it would be. You know, I'm gonna tell you guys something, okay? This is what I've learned in business, and some of you already know this because you have more experience in business than me. Some of you maybe don't know this, but I'm gonna tell you something. Saif, this is for you, okay, brother? When you ask me, like, do you think this would be a good AI agency CRM company, is this a good opportunity? I think you're thinking about, hey, if I did this, would I be able to sell this to companies and real estate and so on and so forth? Yeah, look, the reality is you're talking about a product, right? As a product, it might be good. Good businesses, I'm not talking about great businesses, have to have great distribution. So the reality is not just if the product's good, because the product could be good, and that's great. I'm happy for you. How do you distribute and get it into the hands of the people? That's the tough one. Do you understand? Do you know how the iPhone started in the US? Do you know how the iPhone actually started? Do you know how? Do you know that Microsoft actually laughed at iPhone? Because when they came out, like the original iPhone. Do you know the original iPhone price? The first one. Do you know how much it was? The first iPhone? It was unheard of at that time. It was $500. $600. And do you know Microsoft? They laughed. They said, who will pay $500 for a phone? Do you know how they got it into everybody's hands? So one of the biggest telecom operators in the US is AT&T. So they put an agreement together with AT&T that any client could get the phone from them on a 2-year contract. So I think you pay like a very small minimal amount installment, but you get the phone for free. So what AT&T does is it gets the client. They probably make money on the phone as well. Apple gets the phone to as many people as possible, and then people don't have to pay $500 up front. That is a great distribution strategy. Now today it seems very simple, right? But Apple could have said, no, we'll just get it to the people on their own. But no, it's very difficult sometimes. So Saif, an AI agency CRM could sound like an amazing idea. That's great. The question is, Aida herself, okay, Assalamu alaikum, Aida. The question is, how are you going to get it to all the agencies out there? That is the main question, right? So you've got to see, how are you going to get it to all the people out there? That's what you've got to do. So if you can get it to all the people out there, you're going to be okay. Does that make sense? That's how the things go. All right, guys. Guys, I don't see any questions coming through right now, so we are going to keep this short today. But here's the diddlio. Did you know that you don't actually need to reach me on Saturday? You can send us questions on Instagram. We will do posts every day so that you can ask me questions. I will answer you questions. We will have a conversation. We'll have like a relationship on Instagram of knowledge transfer. I can share with you stuff and we can continue the dialogue going, right? How does that sound? Right. Oh, guys, listen. By the way, I've dropped some real gems for you guys, okay? So anybody who's watching on YouTube and on Instagram, there's 3 videos, okay? You guys gotta go and watch them, okay? So if you comment location, suite, what was the other word? Pillars, okay? They talk about the pillars that support any real estate framework, how to differentiate the 4 categories of locations in Dubai, and also what is the developer sweet spot principle. You guys should watch these videos. They're absolutely, in my opinion, gold. A lot of experience goes into making these videos based on a lot of experience, right? I think you'll definitely benefit from them, okay? Guys, thank you very much for joining in, everybody who joined. Saif is saying, can you do a quick comparison between Mina Rashid versus Dubai Island versus Maritime versus Creek Harbor? Oh, that's good. I think we cannot do a quick comparison. I will take this down for a proper video. Okay, this deserves a good video so that people can really benefit, right? Mina Rashid. Okay, Saif, you're welcome. You're welcome to connect with me. If you're looking to purchase a property, there is a WhatsApp number somewhere here. I take on clients and work with them, me and my team. But I like this question. Thank you very much. And Mina Rashid and Dubai Islands. Okay, this is a very interesting topic. And Maritime, like I can't compare all of them versus Creek Harbor. I'll tell you why I can't compare all of them, but I'll do it one by one. Maritime versus Dubai Island. But these are very good video, okay? This is a very good idea. I appreciate you sharing this question with me because this is something coming from you and it gives me a lot of confidence that, you know, people need this information. Guys, thank you very much who's joined on this live. Today I was a little late, guys, but don't hold the questions back. You can always ask me on my Instagram stories or even any comments and I will take them, pick them up. Inshallah, biiznillah, I will answer them. Okay, guys? Jazakallah khairun kathiran biiznillah. Thank you very much for seeing me. Pratik Shahani, Raval, user means. Saif, be in touch, brother. I look forward to speaking with you, inshallah, biiznillah. Okay? All right. Assalamu alaikum. This is a very interesting client story. One of my favorites. The entire process was a lot of fun. I hope it was a lot of fun for him as well. This gentleman was absolutely new to investing in the Dubai real estate market, and he was looking for the best ROI. Before he ever spoke to me and my team, he had already interviewed a lot of other advisors and agents. Having watched some of my YouTube videos, he ended up signing up on our VIP elite program, where we take people from start to finish for their investments. And then we started the process of doing the strategy development for him, and then implementing and finding the right properties. We found a very good investment property and a home. I wish him all the best. I believe it's about helping the client find the best properties, and we can invest in the client's future.